My name is Jake Miller, and up until September 10th, 2015, I was sure the worst day of my life was May 10th that year. That May Day, I walked in early from a Boston business trip and found my wife, Sarah, my partner for a decade, tangled in the sheets with Tony Becker. We'll get to September 10th later. Sarah's betrayal, as brutal as it was, wasn't a total shock. Lately, she'd been drifting away, not just from me, but from our whole life. The 2008 crash had slammed us hard. We were drowning in mortgage debt, our Brooklyn brownstone worth less than we owed. Sarah wanted to ditch it, start over, but I was determined to hold on, even though her taste for Upper East Side living had always stretched us thin. After last Christmas, something snapped. She hated the watch I got her, and it seemed to poison everything I did after that. Nothing was ever enough. My only real joy was our daughter, Lily. Her bright smiles and evening hugs were the only light against Sarah's growing coldness. Looking back, I should have seen it coming. Maybe marrying Sarah was a mistake from the start. We'd both been through messy breakups before and rushed into marriage, pushed by friends settling down. The foundation wasn't solid, but I grew to love Sarah, especially after Lily was born. Kids can split some couples, but I thought Lily brought us closer. Now I wonder if Sarah was just a damn good actress, or if I was just blind. Until the end of last year, I genuinely thought we were happy, building something real. I told Sarah I'd be back Friday, but I caught an earlier flight to surprise her. Sarah worked mornings, Lily was at school, the house should have been empty. I didn't expect anything as I turned onto our street. Then I saw a car I didn't recognize parked out front. Didn't think much of it at first. We didn't know many people in the neighborhood, and the block was half empty anyway because of the housing mess. I let myself in, not worried about being quiet. Any noise I made was swallowed by the sounds coming from our bedroom. I stood at the door, phone out, snapping pictures, a cold dread settling in. Our marriage was over. Sarah's betrayal was a knife twist. I knew the money would be a disaster, and I'd probably only see Lily on weekends from now on. Losing Lily's daily hugs, losing the love I thought I had, it was crushing. When Sarah finally saw me in the doorway, she screamed, "Jake, what are you doing here?" In a red haze, I lost it, grabbed her hair, yanked her face close, yelling, "What am I doing here? You're in my bed with this guy, and you think I'm the problem?" In the chaos, I didn't see Tony behind me, already on his phone calling 911. Sirens wailed. Cops burst in. Tony, wrapped in a sheet, greeted them, seeing me holding Sarah by her hair. They cuffed me. A few days in Rikers Island followed. When I made bail, I came home to an empty house. Sarah had drained our accounts and vanished with Lily. Monday at work, a court officer handed me divorce papers. Sarah was filing, accusing me of abuse, physical and emotional. I countersued for infidelity, but it didn't matter. The court gave Sarah custody, saddled me with alimony and support. Selling the brownstone wrecked my credit. I kept my job at the construction firm, but my life was in ruins. If it wasn't for Lily, I might have just walked away from it all. The only small win was the assault charge getting dropped. Evenings, I started hitting a dive bar in the village. Regulars, fueled by cheap beer, told me what they'd have done in my place. Some mocked me, saying a real man wouldn't let someone steal his wife. Tired of the barbs, the feeling of being empty, I found another place in the East Village, weary of the constant judging eyes. One night, leaving the bar, I felt small, like a failure, pitied by some, scorned by others. For a second, I wondered if those barstool speeches about revenge had a point. Maybe they were right. Maybe revenge was the only way to get back some dignity. A quiet Sunday morning at my folks' place in Queens. Coffee. Finally telling them about the mess, the helplessness. They listened, stunned silence, until my dad spoke. "Jake, are you thinking about revenge?" His voice was calm, but serious. "I don't know, Dad. I just feel like I have to do something." I realized then, maybe I was. "Revenge is a tangled mess, son." My dad's voice, heavy, serious. "It seems like it'll fill the void, but it never does. It just spirals. You strike, then they're friends, family, they want payback. Look at gang wars. It never ends. An eye for an eye. It goes bad." I respected my dad's cautious way, his way of thinking things through, but I wasn't going to be a fool. "Jake, don't let revenge eat you up," he warned. "I raised you better. Just walk away. Violence never fixes anything." But one Saturday night, everything shifted. Closing up the diner where I was slinging burgers, I saw Sarah and Tony across the street, leaving some fancy restaurant in Tribeca. Standing there, waiting for their ride, they kissed. A black town car pulled up. They got in, drove off. I saw Sarah's head on Tony's shoulder. I trudged to my beat-up Honda, slumped into the driver's seat, and let out a string of curses, pounding the steering wheel until my hands ached. When the rage finally faded, I started the car. Engine coughed, a reminder of how broke I was. I thought I was in control, but that night shattered it all. A few weeks later, I cornered Tony in a dark alley near his Wall Street office. Before he could react, I swung a bat, hard into his ribs, didn't aim for his head, didn't want to kill him, just wanted him to feel pain. He crumpled. I hit him again as he lay there, groaning. Then a final blow to the groin. Distant shouts. Someone must have called the cops. I ran, dumped the bat, my hoodie, and a mask in a dumpster a few blocks away. Not long after, Sarah confronted me, her voice sharp. "Did you attack Tony?" I just smirked, didn't say a word. Soon, I was the prime suspect, cops questioning me over and over. No alibi, just my word I was home alone. No witnesses, the bat gone. Only thing linking me was motive. Then some drunk from the bar tried to make a deal, said he'd heard me bragging about beating up Tony. A lie, but the cops, the DA, they didn't care. Charged with aggravated assault, attempted murder. Broke. I got a public defender. DA's case was all circumstantial, that drunk's made-up story. Jury found me guilty of aggravated assault, not attempted murder. I couldn't deny what I did. I hit Tony with that bat. But by sentencing, 3 months had passed. Tony was mostly healed, so I got a lighter sentence. 6 years in Sing Sing. Then came September 10th. Worse than finding Sarah with Tony. September 10th was the day I had to submit to my cellmate, Big Ron. I'm not gay, never wanted this, but that moment, I had no choice. After, battered, missing teeth, broken nose, black eyes. Ron and his crew, they called it a relationship. Comply or die. Small comfort. Ron's claim on me gave me some protection from other gangs. Aryan, Latin Kings, Bloods. What kind of twisted world forces this? Prison, loss of freedom, I could take. But this? Society just looks away, jokes about it. I never heard anyone like that. Why does survival here cost so much? News from outside trickled in. 6 months, countless letters. Finally, my mom came to visit. Dad still wouldn't talk to me. She wasn't there out of sympathy, but to drop her own bomb. Sarah married Tony, moved to California, taking Lily, cutting us off completely. No goodbye, no calls. I begged Sarah's mom, Margaret, for mercy, but she just laughed. Their cruelty, endless. "Mom, I didn't betray Sarah. She betrayed me." All the letters I wrote Lily, returned unopened. Now I was working with a prison lawyer, trying to get visitation with Lily. Mom's visits softened over time. She started to see my pain. By the end of her visit, just love, promising to come back soon. I didn't tell her the worst of prison life. Luckily, she didn't ask. 6 years. Not years of growth, learning, becoming a better person. After a humiliating parole hearing, I learned to hide everything, bury it deep. First year with Ron, I channeled rage at Ron, Sarah, Tony into weightlifting. My 6-foot frame turned into 210 pounds of muscle. When Ron got transferred, I was alone. First time they came for me, 2 guys. They beat me, but they left in worse shape. Hospital, me in solitary for a month. That month, my first parole hearing. Stuck in solitary, no reschedule. Another 3 years. Next hearing, I choked up. Panel member sneered. "Why no apology for harassing your ex-wife?" Bitterness boiled over. 9 years married, never laid a hand on her. She cheated in our bed. One stupid move, hitting her lover. Life turned to hell. Survival now meant fighting off attacks, swallowing pride. Legal systems stacked against me. Sarah painted me monster. Took everything. Resources for defense, Lily. 6 years. Nothing from Lily. Sued Sarah. Nowhere. Just survival, day after day. Didn't learn law. Learned to be resourceful. Nights, unloading trucks for minimum wage. Barely enough for a room at the YMCA. Days, online courses, crafting a new life. Amy Carter, widow, opening a shelter. Save our furry friends, soliciting donations online. Thousands of letters, modest sum, $225,000 in 2 months, enough to get back on my feet. Then, one night, I saw her, candy sweet, sitting at a bar, a vision. 6 years since I'd been near a woman. Clinic certificate, $1,000, ready. Worn jeans, sports jacket. Approached her. "Jake?" She smiled. Pants, not a skirt. Prosthetic leg. Hidden. Didn't faze me. Probably saved me a couple $100. Some guys asked for a discount. Ordered a bourbon. Sat beside her. "Martini." Guy next to her gave me a look. "Gentleman here was buying me a drink," Candy explained. "But I'm waiting for someone." She put her hand on my arm, calming. Counted to 5, took out a 20. "Sorry, sir. Thanks for the drink. Here's for the martini." Held the bill out, let him see the scars on my hand. Prison fights. He smirked, took the 20, shrugged. "Can't blame a man for trying." Left. Candy smiled. "True gentleman." "Where'd you learn that?" she asked. Dodged the question. Too soon for my past. Heard it's best not to pry into their lives anyway. Changed the subject. "Wild boars." Bartender brought my bourbon, nod, on the house. Appreciated my politeness. "Thanks for not being rude," he said. "Last week, some drunk started a fight. 900 damage. Insurance barely covers it." Raised my glass, understanding. Strong drink. Candy, me, Finished cocktails, small talk, nod to another guy at the bar, stepped out. Cool night air. Pointed to the hotel next door. Got a room here. How about food first? She smiled slightly. Good for now. Maybe later, pizza, Chinese. Your money, go for it. Took her hand. Hotel. Elevator. Caught myself smiling. Couldn't hide it. What's making you so happy? She asked. Looked at her. Just you. You're beautiful. Room, no time wasted. Later, beside her, catching my breath, looking at her again. What? She asked. Didn't expect it to be like this, that you'd actually enjoy it. She laughed, genuine this time. What can I say? I'm good at what I do. Laughed again, more open, less guarded. Actually, never done anything like this before, I confessed. Thought she'd have to fake it. Didn't. Thank you, I added, surprised myself. Food now? Chinese. Shower while we waited. Prosthetic leg. She saw me looking. Does it bother you? Off guard. No, honestly. Impressive. Walked to the room earlier. Hadn't even noticed. Later, wrapped in each other's arms. Asleep. Morning, shower again. Leg again. Motorcycle accident, she said. What? Surprised. My leg. People usually ask how. Didn't want to pry, since you brought it up. She sighed. Ex, Randy, new bike, showing off. Stupidly, I rode with him. Showing off, lost control, crashed, lost my leg. Hesitated. Randy? Looked down. No helmets. Stupid choice. Hit his head on a lamppost. Coma. Died a week later. Life support. Pause. Voice calm, direct. Harsh, but because of his mistake, I lost my leg. No insurance. Medical bills, all me. Looked away, added, parents disowned me. Ashamed daughter doing this, but worse things than making a living this way. Like what? Genuinely curious. She smiled knowingly. Like your ex-wife. I laughed, told her about Sarah. She laughed too. Your ex sounds even worse. Hadn't laughed that hard in years. Breakfast? I offered. My treat. Warm gaze. Love that. He hurried to class. This life temporary, a means to an end. Wouldn't live like this forever. People liked the romance of men falling for mysterious women like Candy. He got it. But Candy was a hooker. Even if she wasn't, what could he offer any woman? Next day, step 2. Diner in Midtown. Jan Price. Gang liaison. Laid out terms. Accepted. One condition. Lethal blow. Whisper 2 names. His and Johansson's. Jan agreed. Took the cash. Jan, shrewd, law-dodging pro. Mountain of accusations. Never stuck. Understood the shadows. Get why you want this, Jan observed. Not revenge. Justice. Johansson, one of the good ones. Year after Johansson fell under Ron's control, Johansson died. Prison rumor, Ron choked him too long. Johansson deserved better. Ron's punishment? 2 months solitary, slap on the wrist for delaying the report. That was it. Now, Ron's fate sealed. This won't get us in trouble? He asked Jan. Nodded, reassuring. Wouldn't be here if I didn't know how to stay invisible. Left. 3 days later, riot in Sing Sing. 4 inmates dead. Ron in the chaos. Suspect in Ron's murder didn't survive either. Lockdown for 3 days. Ron gone. Amy Carter website served its purpose. Deleted it before authorities could trace it back. Sight didn't matter now. Too little info to raise flags. Focus now, Lily. Sarah's Facebook, gone 2 years ago. Last post, family moving to suburbs. Photo, 11-year-old Lily. Disneyland gates, Sarah, Tony, perfect family. Then nothing. Whim, searched Tony Becker online. Surprised, back in New York. No recent info on Sarah, but a lead. $2,000, hidden cash, private investigator. Track Tony's life, where he lived, worked. Evenings. Bar near Tony's apartment. Waited for recognition. Took him a moment. Changed a lot. Assault trial. Jake attacked Tony with a bat. Now, bigger, shaved head, broken nose, face hardened. Tony turned. Is this going to be a problem? Ready for this. No, Tony. Attack, mistake, I admitted. Cost me 6 years. Years I'll never get back. Robbed me of Lily growing up. Here to ask, where's Lily now? Tony shook his head. If I knew, I'd tell you. Sarah left me. For someone else. Moved away. All 3 of them. Watched his face. Prison-honed skill. Reading expressions. Believed him. Tony continued. Jake, shouldn't have gotten involved with Sarah while she was with you. Mistake. Loved her. Thought she felt the same. Hurt more than I can say when she left. Understood partly what you felt. When we started dating, she painted you monster. Threat to her, Lily. Said it was matter of time before she'd have to run. Sighed heavily, hand over face. I believed her. Savior. When you came after me, just proved her point, but never agreed with cutting you, your family, from Lily's life. At first, mistake. But Sarah firm. Lily wasn't my blood. No rights. Over 3 years, deep bond. Cared for her like my own. Never officially dad. Lily missed me too. Tony's words, heart clenching, held back tears. Bartender, pen, napkin. Wrote down a name. Barry Stone. Carpenter. Developer. Chase Holdings. Worked a few houses down from us. How Sarah? Barry started. Mystery. Neighbor called. Asked why Sarah loading things into Barry's truck. Arrived before they left. Argument. Cops. Police report. Barry's name. Chase Holdings. Things calmed down. Farewell letter in kitchen. Bank accounts emptied. Spent fortune tracking her. Dead ends. Year later, divorce. Adultery. Abandonment. Sold brownstone. Moved. Tony's face hardened. Anger at Sarah. At me. Hadn't forgiven either of us. All I wanted, Lily. Thanked Tony. Bought him a drink. Left. What next? Tony spent a fortune finding Sarah. Why drain my savings on dead ends? One person. Margaret Turner. Sarah's mom. Unlikely to help. Risk of going back to prison. Last chance. Margaret, predictable. Church, every Sunday, 8:00 a.m. Spare key under decorative stone, back door. Why? Rottweiler, Brutus, always guarded the house. 8:05 a.m., hopped fence, alley. Key, where I remembered. Quietly, terrace door. Ominous growl. Brutus, kitchen, curious eyes. Hoped he remembered me. 6 years. For him, time meaningless. Rose on hind legs, licked my face. Recognized me. Rescued him from shelter. Trained him. Brought him to Margaret. While he was happy, treat from jar. Tossed it on floor. Brutus occupied. Kitchen, same as when John Turner was alive, 11 years ago. Margaret's computer, bills, table, powered it on, password. Moments thought, Sarah's birthday. Screen lit up. Computer loading, desk drawers, letters, return addresses. Florida, Sarah, Florida, flash drive. Copied photos, videos, letters, Margaret's computer. Done, shut down, patted Brutus, left. Locked door, key back under stone. Sunday, watching videos, photos. Lily growing up. Changed so much. Beautiful young girl. Lost years, missed moments, heavy heart. Letters, Sarah, Lily, last name Turner. Sarah Barry Stone, never married. Lily, 6th grade. Monday, info to private investigator in Florida, $1,000 up front. Confirmed address, details. Tuesday after work, drove to my folks in Queens. Mom visited in prison. Dad, not since trial. Disappointment back then. Now, doorway. Didn't know if he'd let me in. Hi, Dad. Wordless, opened door. Let me in. Met my gaze, warm embrace. Mary, Jake's home. Excitement. Mom in, joined us, tight hug. Coffee? Gently. Nodded. Yes, I'd like that. Kitchen table, childhood memories, family meals. Not just Margaret, routines. Mom, Dad. Apologize. Sorry for ignoring advice, letting myself be influenced by people who didn't care. Mom, tighter hug, Dad's hand on shoulder, gentle squeeze. Know where Sarah and Lily are now, I said. Want your support? Reconnecting with Lily. Saved enough for Florida, determined to get visitation rights. Come with me? Dad first. What exactly are you planning? Nothing reckless? Question, past memories. Understood. No, nothing like that, I assured him. Lawyer first. Served my time. No supervision now. Hoping for court approval. Realistic. Past obstacle. Best if we approach together. Family. Dad, Mom. Silent plea. Understood. All right. When do we leave? 3 days? Work. Sort things out. Your car? Need it there. Dad thoughtfully. Check up tomorrow. Make sure it's set. Leave next Monday? Plan in place. Another coffee, family news. Home, familiar, quiet comfort. Next few days, reputable family lawyers in Florida. Reviews. Appointment with top attorney. Next Thursday. 3 full days for drive. Dad, almost 73. Mom, 70. Ready for journey. Appointment. Thursday. Leave Sunday. Extra time for long drive. 43 years old. Set off with parents. Highway stretched ahead. Once legendary route. Thursday afternoon, Gladys Harper's office. Legal matters. Different now. Glimmer of hope. Opened up to Harper. Everything. Conviction, prison, Lily's silence, parents, divorce, Sarah's remarriage, split from Tony. Harper's face shifted. Tony's lawsuit against Sarah, infidelity, child abandonment. Painful story. Didn't paint Sarah well. Harper's doubts vanished when Mom, pain of losing Lily, tears. Deposit. Harper started paperwork. Wait now. Florida, National Park instead. Relax, clear minds. Thoughts never left us. Weekend wonderful. Peace. Breathtaking landscapes. 4 days later, Harper's assistant called. Pre-trial meeting, Tuesday morning. Harper got signed statement from Tony. Sarah left him, cut off Lily. Tony agreed. Condition. Lily know he hadn't abandoned her. Still loved her. Courthouse lobby, judge's chambers. Harper, judge, understood each other well. Answered judge's questions. Harper explained request. First meeting with Lily. Restore contact. Social worker, mandatory. Harper requested Sarah Turner not be informed. Delay, turn Lily against us more. Harper's strategy, our investment, paid off. Stunned, judge granted request. Meeting Lily next day. Pick her up from school, judge's order. Harper, social worker. 3 hours, cafe, talk, back home. Texas sun, relief, happiness. Hug, Harper. She was preparing visitation rights for me, parents. Meet here tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. Social worker at school, then I'll leave you with him until Lily is returned home. Stay focused. Don't disrupt this. Calm, collected. Especially if Lily's mother reacts emotionally. Expect it. Social worker, ally, might truly become one when case returns to court. Harper left. Hugged parents. Resilience, support. Next 24 hours, endless. Hotel, cafe across street. Quiet fear. What if something went wrong? Lily at school tomorrow? Parents calmed fears. Same anxious look in their eyes. Harper's office, 3:30 sharp. Short, stocky Hispanic woman. Maria Hernandez, Mrs. Hernandez. Oversee meeting, unobtrusive. Reviewed case with Harper. Warmth toward mom. Grandmother to grandmother compassion. Advice on approaching Lily. Long separation. Challenges. Advice helpful. Fears. Uncertainty. Lily's reaction. School administration. Half hour before bell. Principal. Vice principal. Court order. District office. Legal counsel. Allowed us to take Lily. 10 minutes before bell, Lily brought out of class. Vice principal's office. First person she saw, Mom, Grandma. Recognized her, face lit up. Grandma! Ran into Mom's arms. Mom kneeling, held her close, tears. Lily looked up, Dad nearby. Papa! Smile. Grandpa, too hard for her to say Papa. Nickname we loved. Lifted her up, hugged, kissed nose. Lily's gaze found me, sighed. Dad? Hesitation. Changed a lot. Mrs. Hernandez, Lily spend time with grandparents first. Familiar, comforting. Crouched down, arms open, silently hoping. Lily ran to me, hugged her. Vice Principal, Emma, waiting outside, unaware of order. Saw us, tensed. What's going on? Why are you here? Sharp. Leave me alone. Harper, Mrs. Hernandez, court document. Miss Turner? Harper began. Court order. Lily's father, grandparents, 3-hour visitation today. Mrs. Hernandez, ensure Lily's safety. Return her as ordered. Emma glanced document, scoffed, tossed it back. Don't care what it says. Can't just show up, take my daughter. Angry, pointing at me, parents. No right to be here. She's mine. Emma tried to pull Lily to her. Lily instinctively hid behind Mom. Mrs. Hernandez intervened. Emma cut her off. Tirade, insults, Mrs. Hernandez's ethnicity, appearance. Ms. Turner, Mrs. Hernandez calmly. If you don't stop, I'll call police. Continue. Detained until you've calmed down. Vice Principal gently guided Emma to office. Chance to leave with Lily, Mrs. Hernandez. Cafe, blocks from school. Mrs. Hernandez nearby. Guidance on reconnecting. Followed advice cautiously. Worked. Lily opened up, comfortable around us. Heart ached, looked at me, eyes tears. Dad, why didn't you ever call? Birthday cards? Prepared. Manila envelope, Mom's bag. Lily, thought about you every day. Letters, cards, greetings, returned. Returned to sender. Explained quietly. Her mother returned every letter. Cut us off. Twice hired lawyers. Envelopes, stamped, returned to sender. Painful reminder. Lily puzzled. Why did she do that, Dad? Honest answer, held back. Gently, took her hand. One day, you'll have to ask her. For now, let's just be together. We all love you, want to know everything. School, friends, sports. Do you like sports? Silence. Minutes slipped away. Dad's car. Emma's house. Right on schedule. Emma. Porch. Cigarette. Irritation. Curb. Lily's voice. Silence. Want to show you my room. Excited. Glanced Emma. Hesitated. Maybe today. Not best day. Mom doesn't seem thrilled about visitors. Cautiously, Mia insisted. My home? Right to show my room? Sensing tension, Mom stepped in. Just me going up for now, Lily? Gently. Take a look at your room. Next time we'll all come up together. Reluctantly, Lily agreed, disappointed. Got out, Mrs. Hernandez. Mom. Mrs. Hernandez. Lily toward porch. Dad. Me. Car. Couldn't hear everything. Tension, Emma. Mrs. Hernandez. Emma resolute. Mrs. Hernandez more determined. Lily. Mrs. Hernandez. Mom in house. Emma shot cold look at Dad. Me. Hostility palpable. Subtle ways. Unwelcome. Intense silence. 10 minutes. 2 police cars, front, behind. Anxiety. Ron incident? Online scam? Close to Lily. Crumbling? 4 officers out of cars. Barry Stone arrived, hurried to house. Mrs. Hernandez doorway. Words with officers. Flash, cuffed Emma. Barry, urge to jump out, ask. Dad's hand on shoulder, firmly. Stay here, Jake. No argument. Stepped out of car. Mom back, quickly. Back seat, door closed. Watched. Officers placed Emma, Barry, police car. Officer on porch. Another in house with Mrs. Hernandez. Out again, leading Lily. Mom, what's happening? Confusion. Mom's face troubled. Don't know whole story yet. Mrs. Hernandez noticed toy on Lily's shelf. Asked Lily questions. Didn't hear answers. Whatever she said prompted Mrs. Hernandez call police, request 2 patrol cars right away. That's all I know. Mrs. Hernandez approached car, determined look. Sorry, Lily needs to come with me to station. Questions. Contact Ms. Harper. She'll meet us there. Until we clarify, Lily may stay in foster care. Grasping. What's going on? What do we need to find out? Mrs. Hernandez calmly. Gathering information. No proof Lily harmed. Certain things in her room. Concerns. I'll ensure her safety. Contact Ms. Harper. Next 3 weeks. Tense. Unanswered questions. Harper's expertise. Full truth. Mrs. Hernandez. Toy. Hidden camera. Search. Evidence on Barry's computer. Sealed case. Emma unaware of Barry's actions. Hostile comments at school. Suspicion. Judge Taylor's efforts. Impartial. Emma's case unraveling. Harper's compelling evidence. Judge denied Emma visitation. 3 months after move, Dad, me left. Lily sat next to her mother, back seat, buckled in. Nearly first year, Lily, me, parents. Therapist's advice, careful, slow changes. Michael, Lily's 13th birthday. Therapist, forgive Emma, limited communication with Lily's grandmother. Troubled me. Conversation with therapist, convinced. Lily's well-being, accept it. Challenging time. Emma returned to town. Lily see her mother, grandmother's house. Margaret, concerning call. Tremor. Jake, hard to say. Emma saying awful things about you, Hank. Can't believe my daughter acting this way. Breaks my heart. Don't want to lose granddaughter. Not sure Emma should be around Lily. That was it. Emma, no further contact with Lily. Court sided with us, revoked her rights. Lily, deeply hurt. Final hearing Emma, tirade of insults, threats. Lily, Margaret. Lawyer, embarrassed, escorted her out. Family dragged into reality show. Defiance of court order. Emma, doorstep, random times, restraining order. Odd hours, knocking, wouldn't let her in. Brief jail stint. Didn't stop her. Police couldn't manage. Different approach. Javon Price. Diner. Laid out terms. Nothing too harsh. Just want her gone. 2 weeks later, Emma left town. Year later, surprised, moved in with Barry after release. Last update. Margaret, left country after parole violation. Therapy session. Emma's behavior. Therapist suggested. No diagnosis without evaluation. Emma's actions. Psychosis. Relief. Emma out of our lives. Chaos. Hidden talent. Confinement. Seed money. Dad, small shop, mall. Web design, computer repair. Most companies, criminal record, sensitive info roles. Self-employment, different. Few clients checked background. Ran business honestly. No games, shortcuts. Modest earnings, enough rent. Lily, me. 3 years passed. Lily, me, running, cycling, naturally talented, middle distance running, school coach, race around lake, side by side, most of course, pace behind woman, impressively fast, prosthetic leg. Lily admired courage, inspiring. Woman reminded me of Candy, shorter hair, different prosthetic. Passed by, tried not to look directly. Candy memories, discomfort. Daughter beside me. Normal circumstances. No reflection. Lily, me, cycling to running. 30 minutes, finish line. Woman passed us, ahead. Catching breath, Lily approached her. Warmly, hand. Woman, facing away. Friendly greeting. You were amazing, Lily impressed. Stayed back, Lily led. Typical Lily, connect with anyone. Lately, encouraging me, meet people. Women. Short chat, both turned to me. Stunned. Face I'd never forget. This is my father, Jake Miller. Lily introduced. Dad, meet Candy Sweet. Brief moment. Candy didn't recognize me. Recognition flickered. Nice to meet you, Candy. Hand out. Lily added, told Candy, waterfront dinner, your favorite spot. Lily beamed. Join us, Candy? If Dad doesn't ask, I definitely will. Candy's smile widened. All right, I'll meet you there. Agreed. Gathered things, quietly hoping. She came. Candy showed up. Half hour, burger, beer. Watching Lily, Candy, chat, old friends. Appetizers, stories. Can Candy come to dinner next week? Lily, enthusiasm warming my heart. That dinner, beginning. One meeting, many. Dates, relationship, Candy, me, 2 years now, seriously considering proposing. Lily thrilled. Candy, Lily, incredibly close. Best friends. Emma, no longer in our lives. Lily, best not to remember her, those years without me. My friend, this is the end. If you liked this story, royal like, subscribe. May the force be with you.